Hi guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please do subscribe. Hi guys, it's Thursday. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 8:46 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Thursday the 19th of January.
Alexa, what's the weather like? Alexa, the weather.
In Rochester, it's -2 degrees Celsius with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect mostly sunny weather, with a high of 4 degrees and a low of -2 degrees. Would you also like the current humidity?
Yes, please.
Currently, the humidity is 95%.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Did you hear about the terrible accident at the curry factory? Apparently someone fell into a coma.
Wow. Actually, that joke's a bit nasty. So, I do have to apologise. The noise last night I don't think was from my upstairs neighbour. I think it was from somebody else. Because I thought that was strange. You don't really get noise from upstairs during the week. Not Monday to Thursday anyway. So it was quite bad. It was like thumping on the side part of the wall from here down here. And the reason I thought it can't be him, because when I went into that room there was no noise at all, and into the bathroom there was no noise at all. And when he's got his kids over, there's noise all over the place, not just the living room area, it's the bedroom, the bathroom, the hallway, everywhere. So it must have been from somewhere else, because I know that the lady next door has got a family above her. She's got a family above her that's got kids. So it was just like running up and down, thumping down the side wall here. Eventually the noise did stop. It stopped. The thing is, so if someone's making a noise on the third floor, you can hear it as well, because the flats aren't soundproof. So I do apologise, because I can't hear anything from upstairs this morning, nothing at all. It's just that I, for a couple of days, have been feeling rough and unwell, and normally the noise doesn't affect me so much now anyway, but I just haven't been feeling, I've been feeling off colour for a couple of days. So I had a bit of a shock this morning. I got up from sleep, I got up, stood up, absolutely fine. I walked into the bathroom and cleaned myself up, brushed my teeth, etc. All right. Fed the cats. All right. And then all of a sudden, my left leg went numb. From the bottom to up here, it went numb. Then I took a look at my leg, and I thought, because this has happened to my ex-husband. You know when you've been lying on your leg all night long and squashed it, you get a dead leg, don't you? So I think that's what it was, because I saw folds in my leg where I'd been sleeping, like creases down my leg. So for about 2 or 3 seconds I couldn't walk on my leg at all. I couldn't walk on it. And I've got a home delivery today. I've got a Tesco home delivery, and it's due between 11 and 3. And I thought, fuck, I can't move my leg. I couldn't, it just went dead for about 3 or 4 seconds, and then I think the blood circulation had like got fucked up. So I've warmed my leg up, jiggered my leg into gear, and it seems to be okay, but I just couldn't walk on it for about 3 or 4 seconds. Really scared me. And then I thought, right, it's a dead leg. It's a dead leg because you get creases where you've slept. But that worried me for a bit. I have had a really heavy period as well, and I've lost a lot of blood. So, you've got to be careful. I seem to be okay. I can move my arms, and I can move my leg now. But you do have to be careful. So last night, there was a lot of noise coming from somewhere. Because it's very quiet upstairs, I can't hear a thing. So, I can't hear, it's very, see, you've got to make sure that you know where the noise is coming from. Now, that was not him, so I do apologise. I heard kids get up for school this morning. And kids make a lot of noise, and, you get used to that. But like I said, I haven't been feeling too good. My mum hasn't phoned yet this morning. There's been a lot of dog barking. The guy that's dressed up like my neighbour upstairs is walking up and down the up and down the path. I am, like I said, I'm waiting for a Tesco home delivery. I've also got to take Max out for walks, so I'm going to try and take it easy. Douglas has messaged me on Facebook dating a guy called Douglas. Alexa, can you put LBC radio on?
LBC London from Global Player.
And the tax burden of the height has been for since the Second World War. I don't see the point of getting out of bed in the morning anymore. Because the idea that you live on benefits, and that lovely gentleman who's disabled has no idea what his situation is. How can he feel attacked? Every penny he gets is gifted to him.
Well,
how can he feel?
He's unable to work
again?
due to disability, and his wife cannot work due to disability. How would you provide for those two folk?
I'm not suggesting that we shouldn't at all. I'm suggesting that is not discrimination. That is a gift from the taxpayer. And I don't understand how constantly we hear nowadays that the people who, for whatever reason, can't work are somehow the victim. And people that do get out of bed and work are constantly told they're the bad guy and we're taxed to high heaven. I don't get it.
I hope
we're
I didn't
discriminated against. Surely we're the ones discriminated against.
I hope I didn't imply that you're the bad guy, because obviously you're not. You pay that, as I do. We pay the tax that pays for our hospitals and our schools and our roads and everything else. But do you not think if it comes to the prepay meter, the fact that 99.99% of warrants are waved through, these are, in most instances, not all, people are at the lower end of the wage scale, and then they end up paying more for their gas or electric because they're on a prepay. Do you not think that's a little unfair?
I do.
So on that side you are, but the general idea that's put forward by Penny Mordaunt, the Conservative MP, you don't agree that the system is rigged against?
I really don't. I mean, I think there'll be millions of people this morning listening to you and that Penny Mordaunt comment and spitting their cornflakes out, thinking, wow, the squeakers, as they say. I'm considering leaving the country. I'm lucky that I'm a freelancer. I could go back to the Middle East where I used to. I could do that.
What is it you do, just out of interest?
I'm a copywriter.
Okay. So you're fairly portable with your job, aren't you?
Yeah, and I lived in Dubai for 8 years, and I'm lucky I have the flexibility to go back. And at the moment, I'm not able to buy the property I wanted. I'm looking at the tax going up again and again and again. And there comes a point where you think, is it worth being here anymore?
Well,
it's just as simple as that, is you can get out. I'm thinking, just me and my husband, get out of here.
Okay. I hope you don't, because A, you're a listener, B, you're an hard worker, and C, you're putting in your share of the takes. But I do hear what you say. There are times, I'm sure, when you and your husband wake up, you look at the papers, or you turn on the radio or the TV, dear God, yet more money. George, be well, thank you. I'm only finishing because I want to come back to the conversation, not one. I want to come back to the conversation concerning levelling up. We heard a lot from Michael Gove about the virtues of it. Let's get a possible different take on it from his shadow, the Labour Shadow Secretary of State for Levelling Up Housing and Communities and Local Government, Labour MP Lisa Nandy, who joins me now from Salford, I understand. Okay, you've had time to digest the early reports and what we're reading and hearing. Your reaction, Lisa, good morning.
Well, look, of course we'll welcome any money back into the north of England, the Midlands and parts of the country that have been starved of investment for a long time. It's our money, and if we can get some of it back, we'd be grateful. But it is extraordinarily arrogant to think that we're going to be running around celebrating when 4 out of 5 parts of the country have got absolutely nothing out of this process, and even the winners are losing. Take my constituency in Wigan, we've got 20 million. That's about a fifth of what's been taken from us since Boris Johnson stood in the election campaign in 2019 and promised to level up the country. It's like giving us a fiver and nicking 20 quid out of our back pockets.
When you say
This
it's
is
been
not the
taken,
way.
Lisa, when you say it's been taken from us, in what way has the money been taken from your constituents?
My council has seen huge, deep cuts, not just over the last decade of Tory government, but we've actually seen it since Boris Johnson promised to level us up. So although they're giving us money with one hand, they're taking far more away with another. And the more important point is that this is just nowhere near ambitious enough. Most of us are just losing out. We've got these one-off short-term pots of money. It's a Hunger Games style contest where we're pitted against one another. Instead of thinking seriously about the huge potential in local economies across every part of Britain, hydrogen in Ellesmere Port, the film industry in the northeast, these are at the cutting edge of the jobs of the future. And we need long-term sustained support from government. We need the powers and resources to deliver on that ambition in every part of the country, not just these one-off little pots of money.
Lastly, Lisa and Andy, when I say to you the words levelling up, what comes to your mind? What do you think?
Broken promises is what I think. Only 5% of the first round has even been spent. It's been mired in accusations of cronyism and favouritism, and we've got very little to show for it apart from a 285-page report that concentrates on the history of the Roman Empire. I think we can do better than that, and when Labour's in government, we will.
Final question on a different matter. As a very prominent female politician, the row going on between Holyrood and Westminster over the Gender Recognition Reform Bill. Was Rishi Sunak right to halt it, or are you more on the side of Nicola Sturgeon, Lisa?
No, look, I think everyone accepts that the system needs reform, and it is currently far too bureaucratic, far too cumbersome, far too slow for trans people to be able to go through a gender recognition process. The truth is, Nicola Sturgeon and Rishi Sunak could have sorted this out if they'd just been grown up enough to pick up the phone to each other. Instead, they're provoking a constitutional row that may serve their interests but doesn't serve the interests of the country. I think when we look back at this period in history, we will be ashamed of how we treated trans people, and I hope that we can do better.
Lisa and Andy, thanks as ever for your time. 2 minutes for
Stop.
these pre.
Alexa, stop. So I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. My mum hasn't called yet, Jennifer. I had a letter from Boots Opticians in Chatham yesterday. Experience the world in perfect clarity. Prioritise your eyesight. When did you last think of checking up on your eyesight, Crystal? If you're not experiencing the world in perfect clarity, then you're not experiencing it at its best. That's why you should book an eye test today. David Andrews, the practice manager at Chatham Boots Opticians, Wilmot Square. David Andrews. And I also got Love Story with Ali McGraw and Ryan O'Neill in the post yesterday. Everyone loves Love Story, this heartfelt 1970 tale of the love of a lifetime. So that was my mail yesterday. Everybody have a brilliant Thursday. See you later.